Welcome to Technability. We're going to do a quick comparison here of the iPhone 5 and iPhone 4S running iOS 7 Beta 4 respectively. We're going to look at a few of the differences, the speed, the fluidity, the smoothness, opening and closing apps. We're going to take a look at some of the camera features, the quality of the cameras, and of course everything else under the sun. Alright, so let's get started here with the notification center on both. I'm actually just going to pick them up here because it's a little bit easier to function on both. Alright, in one-hand use, obviously both devices are solid, 4 inches, 3.5, A6 processor, dual-core, PowerVR triple-core GPU, A5 dual-core chip right here. So notification center, you can see right there, if I swipe down, you can actually swipe over to get to your notification widgets, as I like to call them. And same here with the iPhone 5. They're both running Beta 4, so it's the same in that regard. You can see the control centers here. Got that little inertia effect if you over pull. They're the same, again, the same in their respective platforms. Both are not customizable, and I doubt they ever will be unless they somehow, some way come out with jailbreak for iOS 7. These are going to stay the way they are. I guess Apple is assuming that these are the features that you're going to use the most. Now, just in terms of scrolling, you can see both scroll fairly quickly. There's really no stutter or lag on either. If I just bring down Spotlight here, you can see they're both very quick. You know, I have to say, and this is maybe just an observation, but the screen on the 4S is impressive next to the 5. It's actually, the contrast seems to look a little bit brighter than it does on the 5, which again shocks me. But then again, they do say that not all iPhone screens are created equal, so sometimes some are better than others. You know, who knows. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into Skeuomorphics. This is one thing that I wanted to talk about here. If you notice here in the Notes app, it wasn't like this with Beta 3 or Beta 2 or Beta 1, but they've added Skeuomorphics. You're not going to be able to see that in the camera, but there's a little bit of a grainy effect in the background of this app, and the same could be said for reminders. If you click on reminders here, there's Skeuomorphics in the back. So I don't know what's up with that, because apparently they're trying to go all minimal, but there's still Skeuomorphics here and there. Is it a big deal? No, absolutely not, because there are still some Apple apps that you can download from the App Store that have Skeuomorphics, like podcasts. You can see podcasts right there. It still has the gradient shadow effect. So again, no big deal. No big deal. It's just if anybody's really picky about that, you know, maybe by the time they release Gold or Beta 5 or Beta 6, these minor issues will be resolved. All right, let's take a look at the cameras here real quick before we get into the lock screen. So let me go ahead and open the camera here on the 4S, open the camera here on the 5, and you can see the quality. Of course, the quality on the 5 is slightly better. It's better optimized. Now, in terms of software optimization, both have the same features. Video, you got photo, you got square, you got panorama. So basically the same features there. If I take a picture here, okay, let's just turn off the flash here, put it on auto. Both super duper fast. Alright, I'm going to have to apologize to my friend for that, because he's going to have to go through them and delete them. In any case, let's go ahead and look at the photo. Alright, and you can see the sharing options here are the same as well. If I click on sharing, see which one opens faster. Okay, the iPhone opened a little bit faster. See, this one gives you this little pane here that tells you to go next. I guess you could select the pictures, whereas with the iPhone 5 you can actually select them up here and then share them as you so please with all the sharing features Apple gives you. You can't customize this. Third-party apps do not sync with this. You get what they give you. Okay, so let's exit out. Alright, you can see exiting out both were about immediate. Alright, let's go to photos here. Okay, go to camera roll. Alright, so let's go back. See if we pinch in here, you could see both have that little effect. If you pinch out, you can pinch out of the picture. Okay, again, let's go exit out of here and see which one exits faster. Wow, equal guys. I mean, the same thing couldn't be said for iOS 6. With iOS 6, the iPhone 5 was a little bit faster, but it was still no less faster. All right, if we double push on the home screen, you can see multitasking. I can just kind of remove as many as I'd like, up to 3 actually, not as many as I like, as many as on the screen. So you can see I'm just kind of removing all the apps. All right, go back here, exit out. All right, now let's check out the calendars. Okay, again, iPhone 5 loaded up a little bit faster. Let's exit out here. Wow, again, about equal. Okay, let's check out the lock screens here. Okay, so here are the lock screens. Obviously, you got the little gray bar down here that's letting you know that there's a control center. Okay, you got the gray bar up here, which is letting you know that there's a notification center. And of course, you have the camera, right? And then if you swipe your finger over to the right, you unlock the devices. Again, super quick, super responsive, and pretty much immediate on both. All right, let's go ahead and try opening up the calculator here on both. Wow, again, pretty much immediate. I mean, you guys have to tell me because I'm looking at it through the camera of the lens, so I may be missing something here, but they look pretty equal to me. Equal to exit out. Okay, and let's check out the browser. Safari here. All right, let's go ahead and head to technobility.com. And I just wanted to thank Varo for providing the 4S. Varo's a good friend of mine. He does all sorts of different work for smartphones, rooting, unlocking, jailbreaking, etc. So I wanted to thank Varo. All right, let's go ahead and just look at pinch zoom here on both. Wow, super responsive, super fluid. Let's check out scrolling. Okay, a little bit faster on the 5, just ever so slightly. You still get some checkerboard on the 4S, but again, nothing too dramatic. And obviously, if I click here, you get the tabs. Again, a little bit faster on the 5. And you could just swipe them away there. And you, of course, you have the gesture-based system. All right, so if I go to messages here, I'm just gonna have to take them out real quick to make sure I'm not in a existing text message. Put them back. Okay, you could see the typing, the keyboards, both super responsive, super fast. Hey, how are you? What are you doing tonight? Okay. So you can see the 4S. You doing tonight? 5. Hey, how are you? What are you doing tonight? So the 5 responded ever so slightly faster. And again, if I just kind of slide back here, or you know what, it doesn't work with, I have to actually have a opened text. Let's click here, let's click here. Okay, if I slide back, you can see it actually takes you back to whatever page you were previously at. Alright, everything else is pretty much the same, guys. I mean, the settings and we're going to go through here real quick. If I go to general, alright, let's go ahead and check out Siri. Both have the various, both have the genders, male and female. So we're going to have the 4S as the male and the 5 as the female. We're going to test it out here. Tell me the weather.
I found a few movies matching the well.
I don't think I asked it about a movie called The Well. Watch this. Who is Marty McFly?
Alright, here's what I got.
I found this.
Alright, it got Marty McFly, but it doesn't actually tell you what it is. Great Scots, Marty, 1.21 gigawatts. Look.
Okay, I found this on the web.
Thank you, guys. Great Scots, Marty, 1.21 gigawatts for all you kids out there who haven't seen Back to the Future. Definitely got to check that out. Turn on Bluetooth.
Okay, I turned on Bluetooth.
Turn off Bluetooth.
Okay, I turned off Bluetooth.
Decrease brightness.
It's a little
I made it a bit darker.
Increase brightness.
Okay, this is as bright as it gets.
Okay. Set a reminder, 10 p.m. tomorrow, need to go to the doctor.
Here's your reminder for tomorrow at 10 p.m.
Cancel reminder.
Okay.
Fine.
Wow, you know, I gotta say, guys, I am thoroughly impressed with the 4S. It is literally neck and neck with the 5. And that's pretty phenomenal, I have to say. It really is phenomenal. Other than that, let's see. Okay, scrolling. Obviously, you guys know all about the folders here. Okay, so we got the folders there. Let's check out some third-party apps, such as Netflix. Let's go ahead and open Netflix on both. Alright, is Netflix here? Oh, no, there's no Netflix here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and try Netflix here, and we'll do HBO Go here. Okay, let's just go ahead and see which one loads a little bit faster here. And mind you, while you're loading these, you can swipe down your notifications, check your notifications. You can swipe up your control center and do that as well. Okay, you see real time with Bill Maher. If we just play that here, well, we're not going to sign in and actually play anything, but the video quality, you know, of course, it's the same. Nothing's changed on that end in terms of video quality. Let's go and check out music here on the iPhone 4S, which is actually interesting. Awesome new little feature here. So let's go to 80s Dance Party. I'm an 80s kid, guys. Alright, so if I exit out of here, control center, and I can actually fast forward, pause, start the song, and look, if I go to the lock screen, okay, you have it here, and you have access in your control center. Might be a little redundant, but hey, who cares? It's nice to have options. So if I just swipe over, I can open up. As you see, I can open it up and unlock the device. Alright, so let's see, what else is there I haven't covered? Well, there's probably quite a few things I haven't covered, but in any case, for the most part, guys, both of these are very similar. Actually, let's just look at the maps on both of these devices. Okay, you can see 3D maps here activated, 3D maps. Pinch zoom on iOS is still, in my opinion, industry standard. There's a reason for that. I mean, they did patent it, but that didn't really fly, did it? Alright, you can see the maps. Nothing really changed here on this end in terms of functionality. It's the same as what you're going to get on iOS 6. Same with the App Store. If you go to the App Store, this little anarchy icon here, you could see that it's the same. Functionality isn't changed. And I really dislike the fact that when you search for an app, let's say I search for Cal, okay? Alright, let's say I search for Cal, right? Cal calendar, which is actually a really good calendar. I don't like this. This to me is just kind of it's showing you one thing at a time. I mean, if you look at the Play Store, how the App Store used to be, it was in a list. Now it's kind of like you see one thing and that's it. I'm not a big fan of this at all. And in terms of battery life, in case you guys are wondering how battery life is, it's about equal on both of these devices, fairly poor. But the great thing about the iPhone is that it charges super fast. I mean, 10 minutes you get maybe about 50% charge, literally, no joke. So although it dies fairly quickly, it charges very quickly, so it's a give and take. Other than that, obviously you have newsstands and everything that comes with that. Again, exit out, they're about equal. And we already checked out the lock screen, so let's just go ahead and turn on both devices, unlock. You can see both load immediately to my response or to my touch. Alright guys, that's basically everything I wanted to cover here with the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 5 running iOS 7 Beta 4. Thank you guys for watching Technability. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course check out www.technability.com, your source for no-nonsense tech, guys. We have a lot of great stuff on the website, a lot of great up-to-date news, features, reviews, comparisons, entertainment, opinion, everything, guys. So check that out, technability.com, and thank you guys for watching.